Und da sind wir wieder bei der Stanley Parable und hier sind immer noch die ganzen Papiere aus dem letzten Part, den ihr oben rechts gucken könnt in der Infokarte. Die liegen immer noch hier, weil ich bin da weitergegangen und da lagen die halt eben hier. Ich habe herausgefunden, man kann auf den Tisch hier, aber das bringt mir nichts. Bisher. Ich werde mal nachgehen. Also, weiter. Wir waren beim letzten Mal bei einer blauen Tür und bei einer roten, also... Nehme ich die rote Pille oder die blaue Pille? Und ich habe die rote genommen, also bin ich jetzt durch die blaue. Mir ist aufgefallen, immer wenn man wiederholt und wiederholt spielt,
what was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper. Something darker.
immer wenn man wieder und wieder spielt, dann ändert sich der Erzählertext immer und immer wieder.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Der wollte gerade irgendwas sagen. Witzig.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Aber mach hin, ich habe keine Zeit mehr.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. Or what? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Was ist das?
You see?
Ja.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yep.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yeah.
Do not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead,
ja,
Stanley.
diese
Take it for a
Ceiling
spin.
Lights. Oh. Okay, ich gehe da rein.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Ist eins gut oder schlecht? Das sollte er vielleicht noch sagen.
A one? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a one? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Hui. Ah. Worldwide Leaderboard. Oh, das ist gut. Aha. Oh, ist das jetzt, wie lang man gespielt hat? Wo bin ich denn? Hey, ich hab's am ersten Mal geguckt. Hey, ja, cool. 7 Minuten Spiel schon. Cool. Ich glaube, man ist immer letzter. Und man ist immer 9328. Hey, warte, ich habe das noch nicht gelesen, ey. Mann. Oh mein Gott. Okay. Tschüss. Ich gehe wieder hier rein. Das finde ich eine gute Idee. Ich gebe dir eine 5.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No,
Perfect.
mach
Let me
ruhig.
boot it up.
Yay. Loading. Spaß. Hui. Oh, Feuer.
In
Cool.
this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Ich halte es nicht mehr aus. Tut mir leid. Tschüss.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Ah, da bin ich mal gespannt.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ja, das wird spannend. Interessantes Ende, das gefällt mir. Fette Wand wird wieder durchbrochen, danke. Oh ja.
Well, Stanley, is this any better?
Ja,
At
das finde ich
last, the
gut.
one thing you've always
Ich kann nicht springen.
a game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley.
Ich kann nicht
Will it
springen.
ever be enough? Well, I'll say this.
Warte, kann ich in den Optionen Springen anmachen? Muss ich kurz gucken. Strafe. Duck. Steuerung. Dann mache ich das mal auf Y, weil Y benutze ich immer. Okay. Dann kann ich.
I'm making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Oh.
This will go here.
Hey.
No, here. And then...
Wenigstens hat
See,
er seinen
what does
Spaß.
it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel
Es ist
ashamed
wunderschön.
at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Oh ja. Ja. Das finde ich gut. Oh, Minecraft-Musik, oder?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Ja, wie denn? Ich hab nix. Ich hab noch nicht mal ein Inventar. Und immer wenn ich irgendwo drauf springe, dann immer das gleiche Geräusch.
No. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Okay. Schade. Ich habe schon Spinnen gehört. Ich habe schon Spannung gespürt. Geschwürt. Bin ja gespannt, was jetzt kommt. Team Fortress 2. Garry's Mod. GTA. Irgendwas. Hallo? Bitte? Tetris. Super Mario Bros. Portal.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
0000 Company, bla bla. Die Musik finde ich immer noch ein bisschen.
Ooh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Ich will eine Portal Gun, das ist einfacher. Kann man mit einer Portal Gun nicht auch nicht springen? Bei Portal? Oder nee, doch, muss man ja doch. Stimmt. Also ich will nichts sagen, erzählen, aber ich komme hier nicht weiter. Drücken. So, jetzt. Kann man das überhaupt lösen? Ah.
Genius.
Ist ja interessant, man kann einfach mal...
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And I highly...
Das war jetzt nicht geplant. Oh. Da. The Stanley Parable, Alpha Test Beta. Alpha Space. Iteration, Work in Progress, Beta 14159. Please rate your experience. Wo kommt man denn hier weiter? Ups. Okay, ich bin ganz schön tief. Wo kann ich hier lang? Geht nicht. Okay, ich muss da lang. Schön. Ich hätte gern noch weiter Portal gespielt, aber okay. Ja, das kommt mir doch bekannt vor. 4, 2, 5. Dann dürfte die nächste Tür 427 sein, wie ich erwartet habe. Mein Platz. Hallo Erzähler, bist du noch da? Wo kann ich denn hier hin? Gut, dann gehen wir wieder zurück. Ja, das Ende ist dunkel.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
Nein.
The end will be here soon.
Nein.
Very soon.
Nein.
I can wait.
Nein. 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 Es ist alles. Oh, warte. Telefon. Ich habe hier ein Telefon. Ich höre ein Telefon. Telefon. Wo? Wo ist das Telefon? Da. Hallo?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Okay. 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 I can live with that. Ich kann hier nicht mehr... Ah, doch. Nee. Ah, okay. Ah, nein.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Ich lobe dieses Spiel für diesen tollen Dings da und so.
Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Oh, warte. Nö.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now, think about it. Would it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is Rich.
Ich bin hier der
Perhaps you've just
Let's
played the
Player.
other
Jetzt
option,
lass
and
mich
now you've come
reden.
to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Kann man hier irgendwo raus? Nope, okay. Dann drücke ich jetzt mal Ja und dann gucken wir mal, was dann passiert.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more... At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Ja.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game.
Finde ich auch.
So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as measurable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Ja. Oh, Musik, ja. Ist das der Erzähler?
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, He was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Das war wunderschön. Zugabe. Ist das eigentlich der Erzähler? Kann er Gitarre spielen oder ist das ein dazugeschaltetes Sample? Wer weiß, wer weiß. Apropos weiß, alles ist weiß. Außer das Fenster. Ich müsste da gerne wieder hoch. Ich mache ja gerade mal dann Schlussstrich. Schau dann gerade mal, wie man die Konsole öffnet. Und dann vielleicht den letzten Part. Bezweifle ich aber. Also, haut rein. Tschö, abonniert mich. Bye.